Hey, my name is Brandon, and this is the Texas Plinking 1 MOA at 1,000 Yards Challenge, a monthly series where I let 5 fans come out and test their marksmanship. Using their own equipment, the shooter must hit a 10-inch gong at 1,000 yards from the prone position without any spotting. If they hit it on their first attempt, they get a gold Texas Plinking Challenge coin indicating their cold bore shot. If they hit it within 5 shots, they get a silver coin, and bronze if they get it within 10. If they succeed, they're given 1 attempt to hit the 5-inch gong, which is half MOA for this distance, just for a little extra fun. Is that number 9? I'm dyslexic. I can't hear. This episode of the 1 MOA at 1,000 Yards Challenge is presented by the Range Time app. Range Time is a mobile app that allows users to measure their shot targets to get group sizes. The way it works is you plug in a little information to the app, like what caliber you're shooting, distance, and the number of shots. You then take a picture of the shot target with a quarter to get a size reference. The app will then identify the bullet holes and the center of the target automatically. You can manually adjust that if needed. For rifles with optics, the app will even give you the amount of clicks to adjust to get a good zero on your scope. These are features you get with the app for free. However, with a one-time purchase of $10, you get the premium features that allow you to save targets and challenge your friends. Choose a target, text your friend with a code, and your friend can then accept the challenge. You don't need to use the same target because scoring is based off the closest to the aim point, with 10 points for bullseye and 1 point deducted for every inch from the bullseye. Again, that's the Range Time app. I'll put a link in the description to download on Android and iOS. Hey, what's going on, guys? Brandon here with Texas Plinking, and welcome to episode 2 of the Texas Plinking 1 MOA at 1,000 Yards Challenge. A couple things I want to say off the get-go is I want to change the way you apply. I definitely want to get a big pool of people to choose from. That way this can continue to be a monthly series. It can't happen if I don't have people doing this, so it's all about the people who apply. If you guys want to apply, a couple things to know. This is a challenge that takes place on a monthly basis in Central Texas, specifically Lomita, Texas, okay, so just north of Lampasas. So if you guys are willing to make the trip, then fantastic. If you want to apply, please do shoot over an email, texasplinking1k@gmail.com. Tell me your name, where you're from, what rifle you intend to use, and a little bit of your shooting background. All I need to make sure is you know enough to at least get on the berm and have a dope chart to go off of. That's really it, guys. So please do shoot over an email. The way it'll work is I'll pick 5 people per month, obviously, and then I'll have 5 kind of placed on reserve because, as it turns out, as I learned here, we had 2 out of the 5 cancel within a week's notice. Grant from the last episode is back out, as well as Matt, so they came to save the day. So we got 5 shooters once again, and they brought 2 different rifles. So you're gonna see some different rifle setups once again. And of course, I'll be the 6 shooter with something pretty cool as well. Last thing I'd mention before we get into shooting is the 6 Hour Spear. The MCX Spear giveaway is still live. Uploading this on May 1st. You guys have until May 7th to enter through getentertowin.com/TexasPlinking. Buy a little collectible, and with that, you get an entry into getting that MCX Spear in case you guys missed that first video. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and meet our first shooter. All right, and very, very brave because we got our first shooter, man. What's your name?
Caden Ives.
Caden, awesome, man. Well, it looks like a good setup. I'm sure I'll shoot as good as it looks. What do you have here?
I have a Defiance Tenacity Tactical Action chambered in 6 Creedmoor made by Southern Precision Rifles. It's a MDT ACC Elite chassis.
It looks like a Razor HD Gen 3, 6-36, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So 6mm Creedmoor, what ammo are you shooting?
108 grain.
The Hornady stuff?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Good stuff. You got 10 shots to hit 10-inch, and then if you do that, you go on that 5-inch. How confident are you within all that?
I feel very confident.
Very confident?
Yes,
I love
sir.
to hear that. If you had to call a shot, you think you're going to get it first 5? What's it looking like for you?
I think first 5 for sure.
First 5? Cool. And so I mentioned to the camera, these are pretty good mics, so you may not be able to hear it, but we got, once again, a decent headwind, this time a little more consistent, looking left to right. I don't know, Weather Channel calls for about 10 to 15 miles an hour. It seems about right this time. So 6mm Creedmoor should fight that because I know it's pretty quick, so we'll get it on, man. Rooting for you. All right, Caden, when you're ready, of the 10-inch targets, the one to the right, when you're ready.
Sir.
Man, they started getting real dialed in towards the end there. All right, up next, we got a good friend of mine, Dylan. Thanks for coming out. You are making a challenge on top of a challenge. Why don't you tell people what you got out here?
We're making it a little bit more difficult here with me.
Yeah.
Got just a classic Mark 12 Mod 1. Got a Allen Engineering AEM5 can on it, 18-inch barrel, shooting 77 grain IMI 5.56. Night Force NSX 2.5 to 10. So we'll
18-inch barreled. It's just an AR-15 at the end of the day. Built up to be accurate. Obviously, it's a Mark 12 clone. There's something else about the Mark 12 community. You got a lot of Mark 12 people pumping their fists, rooting for you, including myself. So, dude, how are you feeling about it? Again, it's about right, 10 to 15 mile an hour headwind with a little left to right on the 10-inch. And if you hit 5-inch, what are you feeling about it all?
You know, I'll be happy if I just get a hit in 10 shots. Hopefully, I'm gonna try and hopefully get like within 6 to 8 shots. Hopefully, I can get a hit. So furthest I've shot out to is 770. So it's gonna kind of be a shot in the wind.
As a Mark 12 fanboy, I'm rooting for this one so much. But man, there's only one way to find out, man. We'll get it on.
Well, let's do it.
Cool. All right, Dylan, of those 3 10-inch targets, the one to the right, when you're ready.
All right. I couldn't even see the impact on some of them, so it was just
really?
I just had to take a second shot to even try and see an impact.
The last 3. The 3 shots ago was, damn. All right, man, and up next, who do we have?
Blake Pilgrim.
Blake, thanks so much for coming out, man. All right, what do we have here?
This is an old Remington 700 and a KRG Bravo chassis with a Harris bipod and a Epsilon VG6 muzzle brake.
Right on.
With a Vortex Diamondback Tactical 6-24.
What's this thing chambered in?
7mm rim mag.
Okay, what ammo are you shooting?
Hornady Precision Hunter.
Cool, good stuff.
162.
So this is like a hunting profile barrel. This is
yeah, it was my dad's old hunting rifle before he passed, so I converted it over to a hunting/long range rifle.
Okay. So how are you feeling about 10 inches within 10 shots?
I'm hoping to get it within 7 or 8.
Okay.
So We'll shoot there. I'll be happy with that.
Right on. If you do that, what are you thinking about 5-inch?
I'll be happy if I hit that one.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Haven't done that yet myself.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Awesome. Well, best of luck.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, Blake, when you're ready, the 3 circles go to the one on the right.
My ballistic calculator was way off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, you found it though. That was impressive. All right, and up next is a familiar face. Again, we had 2 people back out. Unfortunately, schedules didn't align, but Matt coming through saving the day. Thanks so much for coming out again, man.
Thanks for having me.
Familiar looking rifle, but it is different in fact. What do you have this time?
Just purchased a Bagheera 300 PRC.
What can's on this one?
AB suppressor, same one as last time.
Okay, good stuff. You picked up the scope recently too, didn't you?
I did. Viper PST 5 to 25 by 50.
Cool, and then ammo this time around?
Factory Hornady 225 grain.
Gosh, is 300 PRC still hard to find?
Oh, 300 Win Mag is even harder to find.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, so 300 PRC, you're telling me I need to convert before too long. All right, well, being that it's hard to find, I hope you get on the cold bore. How confident are you getting?
3 to 5.
3 to 5?
Yep.
Cool, if that happens, how about that 5-inch?
Yep.
50-50 once again?
Yep, 50-50.
Man, I want to see it. Good stuff, man. All right, let's get it on.
All right, thank you.
All right, Matt, when you're ready, that target to the right.
All right.
You hit the silhouette. It sounded good from everyone else's perspective.
Oh, I hit the silhouette?
You hit the silhouette to the right.
Silhouette to the right.
Holy crap, that one is going.
I knew that was going to come back.
Yeah.
the air today, man.
Man.
Got me all nervous now. Oh, come on, Grant. Send it home. Send it home, Grant. All right, and lastly, another familiar face. Thanks so much for pulling through, Grant.
Have we met before?
I think so. I think so. And you did pretty good last time with the, what was it, the XM 2010?
XM 2010,
On
yeah.
the third shot.
Yeah, I was happy with that performance.
All right, so what do you have this time?
So this is my AX SA, Action International. It's chambered in 6.5, Creedmoor.
Wow, this is a great entry-level kit, isn't it? Yeah, so what do you have for
Good
glass?
starter kit. This is Schmidt & Bender, 5-25. Nice little Pantone color on there.
Dude,
kind of
it
flows
is.
with the rifle.
I'm having a feeling it's going to shoot as good as it looks as well. Man.
It'll come down to me, I think, but we'll see.
Bipod?
Bipod's Atlas Cal.
Okay.
And got a little Arca mount on there.
Right on.
Just running some Picatinny on it though
Cool.
right now.
What can's this?
This is my YHM Resonator R2. Really
Sweet.
good tone on it.
All right, so once again, I'm going to make you call a shot. So you got the 10 shots. Wind's a little hit or miss. I mean, when it's hitting, it's about 10 to 15. Little
Okay.
left to right, I think.
Okay.
If you miss it, it's not because of my call. Never mind. But how confident are you within that 10-inch 10 shots?
So I'm gonna say 4 this time.
4?
I am though. I'm looking to go gold today.
Gold?
So
I hope,
I
man.
might just throw that little nugget out there.
Dude,
We'll see.
no one's got it yet. All right, and that half MOA, man, how's that gonna?
Half MOA. I'm feeling 50-50 on it.
50-50.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Cool. All right, let's get it on.
Great.
All right, Grant, when you're ready.
All right.
You know which one you're going for, right?
Far right circle.
Not the silhouette. Don't take a page out of
Yeah.
Matt's playbook.
But if you hit it, that's a good adjustment area to go from.
Yeah, exactly. It's an audible
Immediate feedback.
If you see which one you hit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Nice.
On number 3.
All right.
Hey, yeah, go for that 5-inch. Go for that 5-inch.
All right.
Really great shot.
Great.
Thank you.
On the third one, that's pretty good.
That Mark 13 has a lot of heritage behind it.
It's an old relic. What can I do?
You gotta give him. He's got some leeway.
And once again, I'll be the 6th shooter. The whole point of me shooting with all these challenges is, I don't know, just try to stay sharp with it all and let some guns see the light of day that have been in the safe for a little too long. And so that's the plan with this guy. This is my clone of a Mark 13 Mod O, or some might refer to as a Mod 3, but we won't get into the weeds of it. It's a Remington 700 and 300 Win Mag built by Dan Ross. It's got a Knights armament. I think it's the Mark 11 Mod O suppressor on there. Got a Harris 6 to 9-inch swivel bipod. Night Force, this is the NX 8 to 32 by 56, I believe. Try to go clone correct with what Chris Kyle would have used. I kind of try to replicate his rifle here. Got the McCann Industries rail. This is a Macmillan A2 fiberglass stock. So again, this was trying to be cloned to be kind of like Chris Kyle's rifle, if you guys haven't seen that video from a year back. Speaking of a year back, that's about the last time I've shot this thing. I remember I was at 25.5 MOA, so I'm just gonna try to repeat whatever I did a year ago, shooting the same Hornady 195 grain Botel hollow point, the good old brown box. That stuff's damn near collectible at this point, but got 10 rounds left. Hopefully it doesn't take all 10. At the same time, I'm pretty unfamiliar with it. It's been about a year, so I'll be happy with any hit once again.
Right in the nick of time. Oh, hey, we got one shot left for the 5-inch. I didn't even bring up ammo for if I were to go to 10. Thank goodness. Another excuse, I'm not an MOA guy. I don't read this language. All right, I'm on 5-inch.
Pretty good, 2 heaters.
2 for 2.
All right, Caden, it seems to be quite an interesting one for a lot of people today, man. You had the grouping started to get dialed in towards the end. I don't know, what's your take of it all?
I felt like I was pulling it a little too much. I was overcompensating midway through, and then at the end, I just couldn't pull through.
Man, towards the end, though, they started getting real close. I'm talking like you would have hit a silhouette for sure. Man, I don't know when I'll make an episode where I won't talk about the wind, but it's already cranked up from when we did the intro, man, but yeah, it's nuts. But nonetheless, man, awesome setup. It's definitely a capable shooter, and so are you. I really appreciate you coming out. And not all is lost, because at the very least, you are going home with some Round Rock donuts. Once again, guys, not a sponsor, but it could be. Come on, Round Rock, pull through. Anyway, Kate, thanks so much for coming out, man.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Take care. Dylan with the Mark 12, man. What was your take on it?
I overall think I was semi-succcessing.
I honestly think so too. Yeah.
I was telling you on the drive out here, just going into it, I wanted to just be able to hit, and I didn't really see how close I'd exactly hit, but be able to hit like a body size kind of target or something.
The camera we're using to get the target and frame like shows probably perspective better than what you're able to see. So you'll see the video.
Yeah.
Initially it was just a bit right, or I'm sorry, just a bit high, but quite a bit right. Mm-hmm. And you say you weren't even able to see that initially?
I did see the initial impact, but I think there was 3 or 2 shots I took where I couldn't even see the splash from any
which is
dirt
so
kick
important
up.
To see.
Yeah. So I was just like, well, I guess I'll just take another shot and keep wherever I was aiming.
Those last 3, particularly the third to last, was within half a plate low, good windage. I mean, so it was all within there. You'll see that later,
I think it's doable. Maybe
sure.
A little bit more time behind the gun.
And then everyone home who's not really hearing this because these mics are pretty good. All right.
And the trees.
It's pretty windy. It's pretty windy. So again, I'm going to be saying that every single time, but hopefully that demonstrated it. And for a little 5.56 77 grain, it's definitely subsonic at that range. So I think it was a pretty good win just to get within the target frame. But not all is lost, because like I had said before, everyone at least gets some Round Rock donuts.
I guess everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner at the end, man. Awesome. Hey, thanks so much, dude.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me out.
All right, Blake, look like it's proven to be a tough day for a lot of people, man. So what was your take on it all?
It was rough. It was rough. The wind made it hard, and then my elevation was way off on the first 5 shots, so I had to try and figure it out from there.
I mean, the fact that you were able to get within that berm from going from no reference at all is good. So you're able to adapt pretty quick. Because I remember when I was looking back there, and again, part of the challenge is there's no spotting, because otherwise we could have told you. Someone saw it go a little high initially. So it looks like you were just sneaking over the berm. So I wouldn't have had anything to spot you from. So you were able to recover and started getting in within the target frame towards the end there.
Yeah.
So cool, man. I mean, 1,000 yards for it. Have you stretched this rig at that range before?
I had it out to 950 before this,
okay.
Like 2 weeks ago. This is the second long range outing with it.
Not all's lost. Again, I've been telling people that everybody's getting some Round Rock donuts. So there we go. Something to take home.
Best donuts around, man.
Absolutely. Blake, thanks so much for coming out, man. I really appreciate it. All right, Matt, the first of the regulars. Give me a little synopsis how it went, man.
Didn't go as planned. Not gonna lie, the wind is definitely a factor today. So.
I just proved that earlier throwing the grass for everyone to see at home, and these mics might not pick it up. Is this the first time stretching the legs on the rifle too?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting the whole dope chart and everything right now.
Yep.
You were starting to get annoyingly close towards the end there too. I was hoping to see that PRC hit because you took it on shot number 4 last time.
Yep.
Yeah, but well, I hope at the very least you got some data points. But I mean, what they don't know on camera too, we're gonna mess around here with the 950 yards and all that to get to know the rifle more. But for the first day out, you're getting real close towards the end there. First day stretching legs, I mean, anyway. But hope it was fun nonetheless.
Oh, definitely.
Awesome. Well, then, as they know by now, everybody at the very least gets some Round Rock donuts. So,
sweet.
Matt, thanks so much for coming out.
Thank you.
He's the first of the regulars, guys. I'm sure he will be out very soon once again.
Oh, definitely.
Hey, thanks so much, Matt.
Thank you.
All right, if it isn't 3-shot Grant. Shot number 3,
the name of the game.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, good deal. Well, that means I get to hand out my first and only coin of today. That might look familiar to you.
I've seen one of these before. Yeah, wonderful.
Perfect. You gonna start making them all chained out, man?
Yeah, I'll have to keep coming back for sure.
I wish I could give you a different color, preferably gold, but man, this win was something else.
It
sounded like a
was.
broken record, but what was your take with it all, man? You shot a 300 Win Mag last time, got a 6.5 Creedmoor this time around?
Yeah, felt pretty good. I think windage was pretty good from the get-go. Just had to get a little elevation hold in there and sunk it around in there. So I'm happy with it.
Right on in, man. Yeah, so as expected, shoots as good as it looks. What a sweet setup. I'm
Rifle helps.
so jealous of the peanut butter combo going on here. Anyway, man, you're also already the second regular. It's only episode 2. We already got regulars, but nonetheless, really appreciate you coming out. I'm sure we'll have you out soon again, man.
Thanks for the invite.
Hey, thanks so much, Grant.
Yep.
All right, guys, and once again, I wasn't terribly ambitious. I said if I got any hit, I'd be happy. It took a while. It took to the 9th round. I only brought 10, so that was the perfect amount, I guess, to get an attempt at the 5-inch, and that didn't really go too well either. It is 100% shooter and not the gun itself. There was one round that threw me off a little bit, and I thought I did okay, but otherwise it was all in my inexperience with holding with MOA. I'm a Mills guy, but this was built to be like a clone, so that's why I only dialed that one time and I just held, and so I was trying to shoot with a decent pace because I kept forgetting where I was holding. So that's just all on shooter right there, but I'm happy with shot number 9. Got it in there, and then with the 5-inch, it was a bit to the left and high if I recall correctly, but hey, I'm happy to get a hit. Seemed to be like something in the air today, not as efficient as the first time around, but hey, it's still a good time nonetheless. And when we're done here, we're gonna do some shooting off camera and have a good time. But guys, I wanted to show off the Mark 13 Mod O a little bit more because it's been almost a year, and glad I was able to do it in this form. So big thanks to everyone who made it out today. Thank you guys for watching. And once again, if you guys want to apply, please do. Please don't be intimidated or scared. We like to have a lot of fun out here, man. So email me, texasplinking1k@gmail.com. Once again, your name, where you're from, what rifle you intend to use, a little bit of shooting experience, even if it's not too much. As long as you're within the target frame, man, you get it in there and correct. That's all we're looking for. So yeah, once again, I want to remind you guys that the SIG Spear giveaway is going on until May 7th. So if you guys want to enter to win that, again, link in the description for that guy. A couple last minute thanks I want to give. Once again, Range Time app for sponsoring this video. Once again, very appreciative for their support. And also last minute thanks I want to give is to Silencer Shop. Silencer Shop sponsoring this video and a big supporter of the channel. I've been using them well before they were a sponsor. Silencer Shop, if you guys don't know, not only do they have a huge selection of suppressors to choose from, but they help make that legal road much more easy as far as setting up a trust through them and anything of that legal classification, short barrel shotguns, short barreled rifles, suppressors, pre-86, pre-banned machine guns, fully transferable as well. You could all add that to the trust. And if Silencer Shop is not located by you, as they are to me, that's okay because they got kiosks, so you can just locate the kiosk and get your trust set up there and have a much more streamlined process when doing anything suppressor oriented. So highly recommend Silencer Shop, as well as last thanks to Vortex Optics. They actually supplied some binoculars and a spotting scope just so some people can use that as they're waiting their turn or after they went. So big thanks to Vortex for supplying a lot of fun gear as well. Guys, that does it for this video. A big thanks to you guys for watching, and I believe the next one, being the first Monday of every month, should be June 5th. So look out for episode 3 at that time. That does it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.
Out there,
Dude,
we'll see.
no one's got it yet. Cool. And if you get it within any of those, how's that 5-inch feeling for you? That sounded really bad. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We'll save that for the archives.
Good save. I was just gonna roll with it too.
That's not good at all. 5 is average.